Dude, I'm going to go back and watch.
You look like a full Leon right now, I'm telling you.
A full Leon.
Just Leon.
All right, here we go. We've got Shroomed versus Wizzrobe right now.
Okay, we have Norcal. This is the grand finals.
Oh, wait, SFAT versus Wizzrobe. I'm sorry, I don't know why I said
It's
that.
okay.
Where did I see Shroomed?
Wow, he straight up need that? He needed a B straight up? That's not easy. Getting the drift right there. Nice tech, and immediately neutral air out. You know, this is a tense one. I wonder who truly won the picks here.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, SFAT is
It's
super good.
It's probably Norcal winning the picks here because you'd rather have Wizzy against, I guess, Dizzkid or something. I don't know. Either way, it's super even. Not a bad pick for either team either way. But of course, the first game matters so much for counter pick advantage. Ooh! Right in the face. Wow, Wizzy just takes it.
Gah! That's how you do it. That's how you make that one happen.
Yeah. Wizzy with the one stock lead.
You can actually time it so that the Firefox goes through you when you're invincible, and then you knee him on the once it passes through your invincible body. It's crazy. Only in melee. Wow, so ready for that. Is SFAT. Yeah, I think beating SFAT with Falcon's pretty good accomplishment.
Yeah, but I think this can go either way, right? Straight up.
It's just I just think that he's so good, you know,
really good.
versus the character that it's one of those things where it's like, it's cool that the Falcons have gotten that good that they actually can win.
I mean, the opposite is true, by the way. The Foxes beating the top Falcons these days, they've made it so hard.
Nah.
You don't think? No?
Maybe. I guess it's hard in a very different way.
Hunt your biases, Bobby.
It's hard in a very different way.
Hunt them.
I think that what I really think is that with Fox, you have to be good, but you don't have to necessarily show up like in the game. You kind of have to game plan it
That makes
a little bit more. It does make sense. I like that get up attack a lot.
Oh, he still didn't get it? He just missed the easy part?
He missed the easy part. That's exactly right, Blur. Wow, spacing.
Wow.
Yeah, he missed the easy part.
That's the easiest part.
That sucks. You know, SFAT definitely not feeling good about that. Because now...
That's a big deal.
Yeah, now it's unlikely you're going to win this game. Whereas before it was, yeah, it was the total opposite. Oh. Wizzy missing an L cancel. That's something you don't see every day. Oh. Maybe he wanted to turn around, but didn't get it.
Oh, watch out now.
Yeah.
SF put out a lot of damage
Totally.
But then he just approached with an up B.
Wow, Wizzy get up Raptor boosting a lot.
A little bit of desperation, I think. They haven't worked.
They haven't worked.
You got to mix it in. I understand, but
yeah, maybe it is desperation. I just don't feel like Wizzy usually does that. You know, like he's
just not kooky
He's doing
enough.
it because there's some calculation.
Yeah. I mean, there's an amazing good calculated use for the move too. It's good. But oh jeez. Wow, he got him.
Wow.
Neon Shield's so dangerous.
Yeah, I wonder if SFAT was trying to roll or if he got caught with the crazy shield stun on knee.
I think he probably didn't mean to roll.
Yeah.
Because that roll gets stuffed like literally every time.
It does get hunted.
Because nothing that Falcon
does get
does
hunted.
is committal enough.
That's true.
Except for maybe knee to grab, that roll doesn't get destroyed, right? Falcon likes to knee, then dash back, knee, then jab, like things like that, you know? He does need a grab, but either way. Wizzy takes the first one.
That's right.
Keeps it good for Florida.
Who do you think, what odds did you put on this? I'll just give you the 30 bucks.
This is a 2-to-1.
2-to-1 for Florida?
Yeah.
Right now or even before game one?
Right now. Before game one was a little closer.
Okay.
But right now,
I like that. I like that.
Right now it's definitely 2-to-1. I mean, winning game one's that important, I think.
It's pretty important, yeah.
Big deal.
And who does Norcal? honestly, we had a spreadsheet where like we were thinking maybe we would show that.
Shroomed, Dizzkid, Rocky, and
Pew pew.
Pew Pew.
Ooh.
You could gamble on Rocky, but then you might get counterpicked.
Yeah.
Because it's very
and
little.
Who's left? So
of Wizzy
beyond Wizzy, it's Hungrybox. Yeah. Ooh. See, who beats Hungrybox?
I think the idea should have been SFAT, right? I think SFAT's been doing real bad against Hungrybox lately.
Well, that looks like.
So what are they? Yeah, what are they going to do against Hungrybox exactly? That's Rocky.
Looks like Rocky.
So
Stepping up.
they're what's weird about this
Rocky
is
could definitely get messed up. It's always possible
he
with
could
Wizzy.
get drunk sloth.
But he could also not.
I mean, I think what's going to happen is if he cleans up the stock, they go FD drunk sloth, right?
Maybe, yeah.
Because this would be the time.
Maybe. But yeah, thinking about like, you know, what do you talk about all the time? You've been talking about variance. This is a higher variance play, I think, from Norcal. Because you could get ended. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen.
I don't think he'll get ended. I think Wizzy is quite poor in the matchup for Wizzy standards.
All right.
For Wizzy standards, keep in
Yeah,
mind.
I heard what you said. I would not misquote you.
Thank you.
But I guess the people didn't necessarily, so it's good that you said it.
I do think it's good for beating Wizzy, but I don't think Wizzy's the problem.
Yeah,
I think,
for sure.
Hungrybox is.
Well,
if that's the case, then why SFAT first? I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's hard unless you think deeply about it.
The hard part is Florida has HBox, Plup, and Wizzy. Like, end of the day,
yeah, it's a good crew.
you find an answer to HBox somehow, and you got Plup, Wizzy left? Like,
That was well, we just did the ranks, right? It was 156, 167, something like that for MIOM rank.
something like that.
Those are big numbers. Well, small numbers. Small numbers which represent big numbers on the pyramid. You
Oh,
know what
Smash
I
Brothers.
mean. You know what I mean. Don't act like you don't.
I know.
All right. Wizzrobe versus Rocky. Let's see what happens. I see Drunk Sloth getting ready. He's coming from backstage.
I think they
heading
need
to
a
the stage.
countdown because Falcon Laser, yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen.
Yeah.
Right? Without a countdown, Falcon could just laser
Just laser.
and has you in lockdown. That's not cool.
Oh, that would have been not good if he got kneed right there. Watch out with your spot dodges, Rocky. That was really good away DI by Rocky, but not enough. And Wizzy's starting it up. No get up attack. Oh, wow, what a confirm, but that was the weakest hit back here I've like ever seen.
I like the high lasers by the Falco. That's really good against Falcon.
Just
Falcon likes to
can't
jump.
get forward beat under it. That's what you got to watch for.
Yeah, for sure.
The forward B is the counter to high lasers.
They can't do it when they're in shield though.
He's dead.
Wow. Good call, Bobby.
Oh, yeah, he was dead there. Actually, I can't believe that Wizzy did the up air to hit him up. I think he probably should have kneed on the mistech. But
yeah.
just because, like, sometimes people will DI away on the up air, but maybe in that situation, you know, Wizzy calculated that, like, I don't know. Wizzy's not much of a... He's usually just do the absolute best thing, like, kind of guy. But, oh, boxed him.
Wizzy's trying to get a cheese stock now. He
Yeah.
gets one grab. I mean, this crew bout could be over. Like, we're talking about an even bigger lead for Florida.
Yeah.
This one stock is not that bad, right? If Rocky wins the stock. And he does. So,
there you go.
like we said, that's a wonderful way to suicide.
Yeah, it's just a...
Unless you're the Crimson Blur, because I've never messed that up in my life.
Yeah. Purely objective commentary here for our grand finals
am I
of
not
cruise.
good at blur dashing?
I don't know, man.
Okay. Bob,
I don't know if you're that good.
Explicit.
Never messed it up in your life?
Huh?
Come on. You're a human. You're still human.
Regardless. I think now against
Despite
Rocky,
how much of your humanity you've given up.
I mean, I think Florida's coaching is terrible, so it could go another way.
Yes, you have said that many times.
It could go another way, but I do not see how Dizzkid FD is not so obvious of a pick that.
You're saying the Ices?
Oh, not Dizzkid. Sorry.
Yeah, they're Ices.
They're Ices, yeah.
The Goon.
Drunk Sloth.
Mr. Goon.
Drunk Sloth.
Drunk Sloth.
Yeah.
Same thing. Oh, well, that's not what they picked.
That's the thing, right?
They picked Hungrybox.
You understand what I'm trying to say? I get it in a way, because Hungrybox is probably going to destroy Rocky.
Hungrybox wants the
and there's no
right
answer
chair.
to Hungrybox either. Hungrybox could literally take 8 stocks right here.
Yeah.
Who are they going to get put in against him?
I don't know.
They have no answers.
I don't know.
They already used that.
This is the real problem for sure. Yeah.
What are they going to do?
This is a problem.
Rocky has to be a hero. Rocky has to be like Rocky Balboa right now.
So I guess they're gonna save the climbers for someone else. Just seems fine to me.
I guess.
It is a big counter pick, and you know, Hungrybox, like we're saying, it doesn't seem like he can really be counter picked very well.
Yeah.
And so
maybe they're saving the
it's
climbers.
kind of a consequence free is good. So
if Shroomed is locked to Sheik, maybe they're saving the climbers for that.
maybe.
You know, that could be a thing.
Maybe.
Either way,
I wish that we knew.
sending in Hungrybox, the #1 ranked player in the world, is not a bad decision.
Yeah.
I'm going to make that call.
It is a bad decision, right? If he's got a counter pick against him where you think that like he can unfairly get
Yeah,
destroyed,
but he doesn't.
but he totally doesn't.
totally
so
doesn't,
for that
so-
reason,
Yeah,
there he is.
Yeah.
And now Rocky's got a bit of a problem. Because I don't know if this is his specialty at all.
Yeah.
So I just watched Hungrybox up tilt Rocky, dash and chase him across at least half of the stage of Dreamland, and then up throw him, and then drift backwards and get the rest, and then get punished with 1/2 of Falco's up air. Does that look strange to you or what?
Yes, it looks strange, Bobby.
I don't really know why it did.
Oh, he got caught by that? Really?
Does that work?
No.
Why did he bounce up in front of him?
Because
Is that what happens if you don't take it? You bounce up?
you can just also do either way. So there's a lot you can do.
Yeah, Hungrybox definitely gets hit by some down throw stuff. Like, you know,
I mean, he
gets hit by
rarely sees
box
it,
down throw
so
stuff.
I
Yeah.
get it. You know,
It's a
it'll
trick
surprise you every once in a while.
It's tricky.
But you have so much time to react because those throws are so slow.
Puff, man. You got to know what you're doing for sure. Every time you get hit, every time you let her in, it's a problem. And it seems like even in his own invincibility, Rocky let Hungrybox in just a little bit.
Rocky definitely,
Yeah, I don't think he knows this matchup.
yeah. But if he takes a stock, I still think it's doable for Norcal.
Yeah, okay.
Not taking the stock, of course, would
It would be much worse,
much
yeah.
worse.
So what's he got? He's got down.
Oh, random forward smash.
I like that because
With the taunt?
honestly, forward smash is one of those moves I actually think that Falco should. I like it. I like what Rocky did a considerable bit. I just feel like it's, for those of you who played Street Fighter 4 anyway, like the way that Shoryuken can be used in forward, not on wake up, I'm not saying on wake up, but the way that you can kind of just Ume Shoryu, throw it out, and it just beats so many things, I think Falco's forward smash can act that way. And so I think it's just good to throw it out in those, it just will work a lot.
Bobby, if Rocky takes the stock, Norcal isn't.
Yeah, this stock is a different story, Blur.
This stock is a different story.
This stock.
Yeah.
This is why I don't get so excited, because I have a good sense of when something's exciting and when it isn't. I feel like you don't really.
I'm always excited. Because we're commentating Melee.
You're the Michael Bay commentator. Just big moment after big moment.
We both have a lot of Scar's money. Have you watched a bunch of Michael Bay films? Be honest.
I actually haven't.
You haven't watched
I've watched
any?
The Rock a lot of times, though. But I watched it for free. Because it was on TBS and I recorded it. This is many years ago. I watched The Rock. I got to tell you, like, I watched it so many times. The only movie I think I've watched more than The Rock is probably Rush Hour.
I was about to
which
say.
I swear to God, I watched Rush Hour so many times. I used
know
to
every scene.
every single night after I came home from school. I would run down to the basement and I would put Rush Hour on and I would watch the whole movie. And then I would stop it and rewind it for the next day when I would go back to school, come home, run down to the basement, and watch Rush Hour the very next night.
I think Rush Hour may be my most watched movie as well, actually.
God, I watched Rush Hour so many
I've watched Rush Hour
times.
so many times. The
Lee!
movie just makes me happy.
Lee!
That movie makes me so happy.
It's a, yeah, that's a good
Puts
one.
me in a good mood.
And I think I may have played Star Fox 64. Like, it may have been one of my most played games in terms of how many times I started the game up. Melee for sure has got to be #1, but I used to play Star Fox like every single day on the weekend and during the summer.
Yeah.
I would just play through a whole game of Star Fox. 64.
Yeah. The game's not long, so you can do
Super
that.
good.
Okay, so I guess their plan was Yoshi's Pew Pew. I don't think they have better options.
Yep.
So it makes sense. This is not obviously.
Hey, who knows if Pew Pew's been watching Zane, you know, really thinking about the combos. Although I did see no pre-Johns. Who cares? You know, I'm just saying it as information for people to know. Information is better than no information. Pew Pew's feeling a little bit sick, a little bit ill.
He did very well in the last pre-battle, though.
Said he had a bit of a fever.
So
That's definitely probably the worst start you could have.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
In case that was not clear. He got hit one time, and then
Got blown
Hungrybox
up.
fell asleep on him, and then he died. And he really didn't punish him. Got
So
one
this
down
matchup,
here.
this is neutral. Puff on a platform, Marth on the ground. And so knowing that interaction is actually the ultimate key.
Here's the thing that I really need to watch Zane versus Hungrybox a little bit more. I don't understand the neutral for Marth, actually, more so than the punish game.
Oh, I could go on for hours.
Well, do you know what Zane's doing that no one else is doing? Like, how does Marth deal with Puff at neutral?
I know everything Zane was doing in that match.
Okay, well, can you share it with me and the people?
So basically, Puff has. Think about Puff's options from a platform. It's shield drop into usually back air. Though Hbox doesn't often shield drop. It's pound. That gains a lot of space. They could drift back and they could do the wave dashes, things like that. That takes up a ton of space, and it's like the fastest way for. Since Puff doesn't have to use her jump squat when she's on a platform, it's a great fast way to get her back air out. And so what Zane tries to do is dance around that and beat those options, preferably with forward air. Anyway.
So he tries to dance around Puff on the platform at all of her options. And so why isn't Pew Pew doing that? Why isn't every Marth just isn't that? Didn't you just basically say what every single character does in every situation?
No,
you
it's
try
very
to dance around
complicated.
their
I
moves
have one
and hit
stock,
them.
Bobby.
We got time. We could talk about it for longer. This is very interesting, I think, as an idea. Like, we've just seen so many Marths get wrecked by Puffs.
Yeah. No, I
difference?
think Marth is very good against Puff. I've always held that. I think Rising Fair is amazing.
I think Rising Fair is amazing. Yes. Zane does more Rising Fair?
No, he's actually still not that great at it. But Pew Pew's really good at shield stop.
Gimmer, you want to jump in at all? You want to like jump in and say anything?
He's not.
Just say your perspective.
Literally ask him.
I just want to get a second opinion on what we're hearing.
I hate you guys.
Just a second opinion. It shouldn't hurt.
Bobby.
It shouldn't hurt.
All right. So in the future, if they ever actually figure out how to take someone's mind and project it onto a screen, if I don't see the best freaking Marth on the entire planet, 5 times better than Zane,
you will.
I'm going to be upset. Okay?
You will.
I'll be very upset.
I'm looking forward to that future.
I can just imagine it's like dashing, like jumping back, missing its fair, whiffing grabs, worst movement ever.
What did you think
and
about?
And then you watch Zane and you think that's what it is.
What did you think about Blur's perspective on like how Zane is playing better, for example, than Pew Pew?
I have a very complicated perspective that takes some time.
Do you feel like it was
cleaned up
insightful? I'm just wondering.
I think you set me up for a trap, Bobby, and I don't feel safe giving my opinion sometimes when you antagonize that way.
I think the main difference between Pew Pew and Zane is that I think Zane's more confident in what he's doing and the choices he makes.
That's so insightful. He's so confident. That's what it is.
No, it changes a lot.
If Pew Pew just gained some confidence, that would really help him out. You think that's what it is?
I don't say he doesn't have confidence, but Zane just like Zane goes in every match saying I'm winning, which is hard. Like a lot of low-level players do that, but they just suck.
It is hard to like both know how good the opponents are and like actually still have that level of confidence.
No, Zane feels like he knows more about the matchup than Hungrybox, and I think he does. No, I think there's a lot he can get better at.
But it's not true for Pew Pew. Right?
Huh?
Pew Pew probably doesn't think that, so it's kind of
one. Pew Pew, yes, often has a god
the
complex. I remember when
a god complex.
Yeah, like he had, as in, I don't know if that's the right terminology.
Pew Pew had a god complex.
That's probably not the right terminology.
It might not be, but what do you
what
I'm
saying
mean?
Is that
like you think he's godlike?
No, a lot of times he thinks his opponents are too good.
Got it.
There's a long period of time.
He has a scared of the gods God complex.
A lot of times, yes.
I agree with that.
I've heard him say similar things way too many
I
times.
think a God complex means you think you're God.
Yes. I think I used it wrong. But the point is that Kevin Joy's actually as good as anybody at this video game.
Hey, I agree.
And
I've said that. I
he
agree
can beat
with that
anyone.
Too. Yeah.
And he shouldn't think like that, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think that his level of skill. You said that about who'd you say that about earlier today? Gatsu.
Gatsu.
You were saying that you felt that Gatsu
He should be way higher.
His level of skill is way higher than his results. I think that PPU's like.
PPU's talent is insane.
Yeah.
He's so talented.
He's way better than he puts up for sure.
Gatsu just gets ignored. He'll just do something amazing and people will forget that.
That's
I don't know what he's done.
Yeah.
Gatsu's amazing.
I don't know what he's done for people to treat him like that.
Gatsu should have a legion of
He
fans.
just lives in Florida and is not Wizzy.
I mean, he does have a pretty high mountain to climb.
If he didn't live in
lives.
Florida, he'd be #1 ranked in so many regions, and he'd be like, oh, the guy. He's
True.
so good. He's so good.
He's ridiculous. Didn't he top 8 a recent major? SmashCon? Time?
I've been telling
It was
people.
one of those two.
I want to let you know I've been telling people about Gatsu far before that tournament.
Crazy.
Gatsu's amazing.
Very good.
Damn,
Regardless-
the timestamp was there.
Oh,
Get ended, dude.
I'm sorry.
And that music was not playing during the intro. You guys lied.
Oh
and
my
I knew
God.
it.
Oh my
and
God.
I knew it.
Oh, the deception. I can never trust you again, Calvin.
I knew it.
I can't trust Gimmer ever
This is why
again.
I'm saying you should trust me, dude. I'm serious. I'm
How does that make sense?
just
I trust nobody.
fine. Fine, dude.
Hey, this is technically a competition here. Shroomed, if he goes nuts, dude, Gatsu's too good. Gatsu's literally too good. Are you watching this?
Yeah.
Look at he crouch cancel dash attack at a very late percent into a stomp. He can literally kill off that, Bobby.
Gatsu's good.
Gatsu's amazing.
Gatsu's sick. Yeah, no. You're correct.
Can we start the Gatsu fan club that should have existed a long time ago?
I don't know who.
I want to be appointed president.
Maybe you should start it. Maybe you've been called to start it. I don't know who in
He
this.
just teched that down smash like it was nothing. Nothing.
I don't know who starts fan clubs. You know,
We can start right now.
who started the Plub Club?
Do you want to be treasurer? I think
No.
you'd be a good treasurer.
No, I have too much going on in my life.
It's not-
I wouldn't do a good enough
it's
job
not
for
a
my
lot
man
of- That's
Gatsu.
not a lot of responsibility.
I am so in love.
Oh my God!
I'm so in love
Oh
with-
my God! Gatsu's crazy, man.
That
That's
down
a
air
gang,
was
baby.
sick, but what did he do before the
I'm
down air?
letting
He
you
did.
know, Bobby. Bobby, I'm letting you.
That forward B was actually what made that down air happen. That forward B was so good.
My eye is blazing right now.
Oh,
This guy is insanely good.
that's right.
Gatsu, you should never lose.
And Shroomed back throws. That's how shaken he is.
I'm telling you.
As a Sheik, he just back threw a Captain Falcon. There's no reason to do that. It is bad.
Look at that.
And why would
Right
he
around
down?
the down.
Yeah. Shroomed shook. Florida's too strong. Yeah, Gatsu just went.
Gatsu is nuts.
Just put in work.
The guy's amazing.
Yeah, that was sick. That was
He
a
should be
dismantling.
ranked right up there with those guys. I'm dead serious. He's that good. And he's ranked at like what, like a billion? I don't know. Doesn't make any sense. This guy's
I think
incredible.
it was 40 something, 44, 45.
44? Does that make any sense to you in your
He's
brain?
in the top 50, but well,
Look how good that guy is. It's insane.
from what I know about Gatsu's skill, like definitely I agree with you. I just don't know how well he places. If he places well, then yeah, it's a crime. But if he doesn't place well, then that's just the way that it is.
Well, I'm not saying the rankings were done poorly. What I'm trying to say is he should be doing better based on what I see in front of my eyes.
Sure, yeah. I agree with that. But, you can say that about a lot of players.
No. I think that many of them should be doing worse.
Well, you could say that too, but I'm just saying that it's not weird for somebody to be better or worse than their
But I'm
results.
saying he's the most drastic
He might be.
that I can think of in the world.
He might be.
Yeah.
I feel like Brandon and Phil generally have always been at the top of my list.
That they should be doing way better.
People who are like honestly like way better than their results.
Yeah, that's also true. They're
Phil, if you're watching, you know I love you with all my heart.
I love Phil. I love Brand too.
I've always felt that Phil's like a monster at the game, and yeah, he just gets nervous.
Yeah. So Dizzkidboogie only has to take what, 10 stocks? Is that the deal?
He's got this.
That's only 10 wobbles, baby.
What do you think SoCal's thinking right now? SoCal
I think
peaced out a
SoCal's
long
not in
time
the room.
ago.
I don't think they're in the room.
Yeah,
dude.
you're totally right.
I'm the only
SoCal
SoCalian in
disappeared,
the
dude.
room, bro.
Are you you feel like you're more MDVA or more SoCal?
I'm both. I don't like to choose.
All right.
Don't make me choose. Do you feel like you're more East Coast guard or NorCal?
NorCal. I feel like I'm more West Coast than NorCal, to be honest.
Oh, I see.
I never really felt like NorCal.
No, yeah, you're not very NorCal at all.
But you know what I mean? Yeah, I've never really felt NorCal.
You are very West Coast.
I feel West Coast and I feel Tri-State. I don't feel East Coast and I don't feel NorCal for some reason.
I see.
My heart goes out for Tri-State every day of the week. And MDVA as like, you know, the next closest region.
Yeah, there's a partnership there.
Yeah, I spent most of my time, my high level time.
He just rolled into that, but he mashed so fast.
That was a bonkers mash. He was mashing before he got grabbed for sure. Oh. Oh, how did Diz not get grabbed by that tomahawk? That's my number one question.
That was a hard spot dodge, I agree.
Yep.
Oh, almost just barely missed it.
It's not so bad. Although,
I mean, it's a lot of damage.
Wizzy would totally. He forgot he didn't have jump. That's pretty funny. Wizzy would have up aired again and it would have worked. So, just lesson learned.
Food for thought.
Take back everything I said about Gatsu.
You said, take back everything you said. Because he got hit by 4 dash attacks in a row by climbers, then tied off the bottom. That is funny.
I'll admit, yeah.
But
I like the way he's using up throw to hit both.
I think up air knee is actually really weird. So up air, I learned, has a lot of knockback growth, which I think it means like as percent goes up, right? Knockback gets more and more.
Yes, it grows versus base knockback, which is.
And Nair, on the other hand, has a longer like hit stun at 0, or where it's more consistent, but it doesn't grow as much. And so up air. So what all this means is like, kind of up air knee is one of those things where sometimes it just combos hella nice, like really easily, but sometimes it doesn't, and it's just percent dependent. So you either need to know the percents and the weights, or, you know.
Bobby, I didn't listen to a single thing you said because I am
nerds
gushing.
did.
I am gushing over Gatsu. This guy's amazing.
Oh, coming down with his Nair made no sense. Living. That's the Dizzkid's fault. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking forward smashing there, just down smash. Maybe Gatsu would have teched it. I actually don't know.
You could get tech up bead from that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know. You're a Sopo. You got to do things.
Yeah, you got to make calls.
You got to make calls.
Kind of surprised he went for the ledge there, but then again, like, got caught rolling kind of in the middle of the stage.
I like to remind the viewers at home.
Gatsu looking like Wizzy.
I like to remind the viewers at home that Gatsu started with 3 socks, Dizzkid started with 4.
President
of the fan club putting out a message out there.
All he's trying to do is not get grabbed and wobbled. I don't actually know what just happened.
Well, that was so weird.
This is a slobber knocker. These guys are going at it.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, wow.
I think Gatsu definitely deserves to end this, you know?
Yeah.
But sadly,
it is not in the cards.
Meant to be. Will it be Drunk Sloth? Will they dare do that to us, or will they put Plup in?
I think they're doing Drunk Sloth.
I think you're right.
I guarantee. It's Florida.
I think you're right, dude.
It's Florida.
Florida's the one, yeah. Yep, I think you're right. Let's see, man. Let's see.
Oh my God, look who's going up. It's Drunk Sloth. I literally would have bet my entire life savings there, too.
Hey, man, you're a level ahead of me then. Bobak, if you're watching at home, I love you. Love you too, man. Just saw a tweet from you.
Yeah.
The Genesis TO.
Yeah.
Got a lot of love for him. I do regret that he stands by his decision to have done a random triple elimination style appendage to an otherwise beautiful double elimination tournament. But aside from that, Bye-bye's a good man. Norcal, unfortunately, not playing that well.
Norcal actually looking like the SoCal one was a fluke, as we all understand it.
Perhaps.
Come on, SoCal. What happened? This was our year. I actually thought this was our year. You know that?
Yeah. Thought it was our year.
Yeah.
What do you think you're going to do for dinner at 10 o'clock?
Uh,
All right, let's go, Dizzkid. I want to see a last stock situation here.
if he comes back from this, he's the greatest player of all time.
Dude, this is so
Armada's
weird.
coming back.
This is so silly.
Armada has to defend greatest player of all time.
Do you understand what's happening? I literally don't know which ones. They're all just hitting each other with hammers.
Oh, okay, Diz.
I like literally did not know that the one above Diz was not his Nana or Popo or whatever.
Okay.
Let's go, Diz.
Oh, watch out now.
Wow. All right. Well, Diz is Nana's gone.
This is a good moment to mention that Dizzkidboogie is one of the nicest human beings on earth.
He's a nice guy, yeah.
And has an awesome band that you guys should check out. It's called the Kyle Althide. I always have a hard time with his last name. Dance Party.
Why isn't it called like Dizzkidboogie?
I think that's a wonderful question.
Who knows? Maybe he's got some solos
It's
that are
actually
going to come out.
pretty bomb music. It's like a 20-person band. It's like very
I see.
well
So
done.
he's
Very
Dizzkidboogie, and then the band is something else.
well. Yeah. Hire him out to your wedding or something.
I already had my wedding, dude. Hire him out to yours.
I don't have. Whoa, chill out.
I'm just saying, when it happens, you know, you don't have to have it happen
Yeah.
anytime soon. Florida putting their hands up in the crowd. Yay, we won.
Is there any way to bisect Florida anymore?